This is Stephen A. Williams, president and founder of the creditrepairshop.com. CFPB takes action against Bank of America for illegally charging junk fees without credit card reward. Withholding credit card rewards and opening fake accounts. Opening fake accounts. Bank of America opening fake accounts. I think that the headline should have been CFPB takes action against Bank of America for opening fake accounts. This stuff here could go below, but opening fake accounts. Bank of America will pay more than $100 million to harm consumers and $150 million in penalties to CFPB and the Office of Comptroller of Currency. This is breaking news today, July 11th, 2023. Now, even if you're watching this video from at a later date, I'm going to tell you why this is very important. When you are dealing with these companies and there's certain situations that you may, you say you owe an account to Bank of America and it went bad, for whatever reason it went bad. Utilizing lawsuits that or court actions that they've admitted to or been caught doing by government agencies, you are able to utilize that information to have your account reviewed. So let me just give you an example before we move forward. Let's just say that you had a credit card account with Bank of America and you've had it for a number of years, and then you just saw this report come out. Or this report came out, maybe you're watching this in 2024. And you say, okay, I want to have my account reviewed because I believe that it could have had some junk fee charges. You don't know because more than likely you just let the account charge off and you just don't know. It's part of your past and you just want to move on and deal with it in the future if it happens to come back and bite you in the future. So let's read on. You can use that information to have your account reviewed, and whenever you can utilize court information to have your account reviewed, it can put you into a better situation to get a settlement on an account, or potentially have the account discharged with a 1099-C. You never know. So look at this here. Washington, D.C. Today, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, CFPB, ordered Bank of America to pay more than $100 million to consumers for systematically double dipping on fees imposed on consumers with insufficient funds in their accounts, withholding rewards, bonuses explicitly promised to credit card customers, and misappropriating sensitive personal information to open accounts without customer knowledge or authorization. Look at this. Do you have problems with your credit reports? Do you have an account with Bank of America on your credit reports that is in collection status? Would you like to have that account reviewed to make sure that it was not misappropriating your sensitive personal information to open accounts without your knowledge? Wouldn't you just want to have that reviewed? You can have that reviewed because they've just stated right here, CFPB said that was happening. You might be saying, well, my account wasn't from that. That does not matter. You have a right to have any business that you had with Bank of America reviewed because they had insider issues going on either with, well, it has to be with their employees because an account just doesn't pop up and open. A computer just doesn't say, hey, let's just open up these accounts. You might be saying, well, AI might do it. But a computer doesn't just say, hey, let's just open up an account. The Office of the Comptroller of Currency, OCC, also found that the bank's double dipping on fees was illegal Bank of America will pay a total of 90 million in penalties to the CFPB and 60 million in penalties to the OCC. Said here, Bank of America will pay 100 million to harm consumers and 150 million. Okay, so those two combined is what they're going to pay to CFPB and the OCC. Bank of America wrongfully withheld credit card rewards, double dipped on fees, and opened accounts without consent, said the CFPB. These practices are illegal and undermine consumer trust. The CFPB will be putting an end to these practices. Is this happening across the banking system? This is what they're saying is happening. CFPB is actually saying that banks, credit card companies, or whoever, they're opening up fake accounts. They're opening up accounts with people and potentially just sending them credit cards. I can tell you that I get every time I log into my accounts for my credit card, they ask me, do I want to get another credit card? Like they always ask me, do you want to get another one? So maybe this is what's going on. So let's see here. It says that systematically important bank service 68 million people and small business clients. That's just talking about what they're doing. Let's talk about what they've done to people. So deployed a double dipping scheme to harvest junk fees. Bank of America had a policy of charging consumers $35 after a bank declined a transaction because the customer did not have enough funds in their account. CFPB investigation found that the Bank of America double dipping allowed fees to be repeatedly charged for the same transaction over a period of multiple years. Bank of America generated substantial additional revenue by charging multiple $35 fee illegally charging multiple $35 fees. Withheld cash and points rewards on credit cards to compete with other credit card companies. Bank of America targeted individuals with special offers. Forgive me, I'm speaking kind of fast here. Offers of cash and points when signing up for credit cards. For credit card. Bank of America legally withheld promised credit card account bonuses such as cash rewards or bonus points to tens of thousands of consumers. The bank failed to honor rewards promised to consumers who submitted a in-person or over-the-phone application. The bank also denied sign-up bonuses to consumers due to the failure of the Bank of America's business processes and systems. Misuse of sensitive consumer information to open unauthorized accounts from at least 2012. Come on, from at least 2012, and in order to reach a disbanded sales-based incentive goals and evaluation criteria, Bank of America employees illegally applied for and enrolled consumers in credit card accounts without consumers' knowledge or authorization. Let's repeat that. From at least 2012, in order to reach now disbanded sales incentive goals and evaluation criteria, Bank of America employees illegally applied for and enroll consumers in credit card accounts without consumers' knowledge or authorization. In those cases, Bank of America illegally used or obtained consumer credit reports without their permission to complete applications. Bank of America illegally used or obtained consumers' credit reports without their permission to complete applications. I repeat again, Bank of America illegally used or obtained consumers' credit reports without their permission to complete applications. Because of Bank of America's actions, consumers were charged unjustified fees, suffering negative effects to their credit profiles, and had to spend time correcting those errors. Right there. That's your credit repair information right there. So they're going to do their enforcement actions. They want them to stop doing this stuff. You see that they're going to do 100 million when they release the administrative company who's going to handle this. I'll let you know. Uh, I do not see how many consumers were affected, unless I've missed it. I do not see how many consumers were affected because I hope that this amount would equal out to be something substantial to people who were affected. Number one, everyone should be able to get all of the information that was placed on their credit reports due to this from Bank of America. 100% of the information removed from their credit reports. Number two, they should be able to get all of the fees that they ever paid. If it was double fees, whatever that was. Number three, they should be able to have some sort of relief on top of that. I do not like it when they just pay the fee or they divvy this out and all of the money went to lawyers. So hopefully with this action, with $100 million, I mean, if it was a million people, with $100 million, they're only going to get $10. So the relief may be to just be able to get all of the information, take it off your credit reports, and I just gave you the ammunition to be able to get that job done by stating what has happened with the CFPB, that you want a full review of your information of any account that is in negative standing with Bank of America. If you need help with your credit, please visit us at thecreditrepairshop.com. Watch the video, what makes us different, so you can see my 8-point validation process, my two-phase settlement process. If you need your credit report scores, go to the website your3scores.com to grab your TransUnion, Equifax, Experian credit reports and all 3 scores. If you have debt collectors coming after you, grab my 3-pack of letters, statute of limitations for debt that's past the legal statute of limitations to collect. Cease and desist collection activities letter to stop debt collectors by asking them questions that they don't expect you to ask about a debt that they purchased, and a debt validation letter to go back and forth with them just in case they try to submit more documents in, but they usually don't give you everything. I do ask for a donation when you get those. It helps me monetize my time helping people like you and others on this channel. Please like this video. Please subscribe to the channel. Post your questions in the comments. I'll be in there answering those. This is Stephen A.